Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, what you're about to hear is a free preview of our Sister Wives coverage. For full, unedited, commercial-free episodes, please join Little Miss Recap Extra by subscribing through Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions. The links are in the show notes. Hope you enjoyed this free preview. I guess we can start. So we're doing...
We have our quote of the week?
We do. Let's introduce the episode first. It's Sister Wives Season 18, episode what?
13.
13.
Yes,
Elephant in the Room.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
What did you think of this episode overall?
I thought it was good.
I did too.
Here's the thing that I realized. I like them... How do I say this without giving Kody Brown any credit? I like when they actually talk about how much they loved each other and we see the realness behind this.
Yes.
It gives it like a less ridiculous quality, if that makes sense.
It does. When you come back to realize that this is a real family.
Yes.
With real love and real shared experiences. And look, Kody is a shit father. Unless you're Robin's children. He is a shit father. That said, I do think he loves his kids.
I do too. And I think
he's just a shit father.
I've known men like this in my life. I think he's so far down that road that his pride and his stubbornness and somewhat of his emotional insecurity, he doesn't know how to pivot and get back.
No, he doesn't.
Do you know what I mean? He's so far down this road.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to say sorry. He doesn't know how to say, oh, maybe I did do something wrong and I can own it and fix it.
Right.
But he can't.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So comment of the week belongs to Christina Daniels, who said, I'd rather have a mammogram than hang out with Robin.
Same.
I'd rather have a pap smear.
I'd rather have a pap smear than hang out with Robin. Having had many of both of those things, I'd rather have an IUD inserted than hang out with Robin.
I'd rather have a catheter hooked up to me.
Wow.
Wow.
The only time I've ever had one, I've been out. So, I wasn't really around
girl.
for it.
Let me tell you something. I gave birth and I still remember it's seared in my memory, the catheter going in off and on.
It's so gross.
Wow. It's
yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd rather do that than to spend a day with Robin.
I think I would too. And her daughters, but we'll get there.
And I'm a big baby. So for me to want to endure pain over this, you know how I feel about her.
That's true. Okay, let's hit it.
Okay, we've complained about several things. Let's jump in.
Yeah, so here, as Amy said, the elephant in the room. And we begin, it says Lehigh, but really we begin with a very large Zoom call. Also, folks, I don't know if you're aware, Mykelti's pregnant.
I have a confession to make. Let me get the bell.
Oh, God. Already? Go ahead.
Shame.
Oh, no. Where's my bell?
Shame.
It's going.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, it went halfway.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
There you go. Now it's going.
I can't hear it on my side. Okay.
Oh, weird. I can tell you when it's going. That's fine.
Okay. So it went?
Oh, yeah. It's done now. Go ahead.
I'll put it in post-op if I can't hear it.
Okay.
I think I like Mykelti.
Wow. That's a hot take.
Oh, it's a real hot take.
I will say she's not as low on my pyramid as she is on a lot of other people's.
Sure.
I don't hate her as much as a lot of other people do.
Sure.
I find her annoying. She's real extra. But I also have a lot of empathy for her because she really is trying to straddle this whole family.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think what she's doing is really nice. And I feel bad for her.
Yeah, I feel bad for her too. What she's doing is kind, particularly for all of her siblings. But I do feel bad for her for feeling like no matter what she does, she's going to let someone down. And she loves her dad and Robin, and she loves Christine. And it's okay to love both. And I think she doesn't know what to do a lot of the time. So she's just trying to do it all. And hope it all works out.
If it wasn't for her in these half-hearted efforts, this family would never see each other.
No. No, she does
No.
make it happen. And yes, we have, for the 19th time, we're talking about the fact that she's pregnant. But she is trying, and
I
I don't
kind of
know.
like her. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie.
Also,
Is
in
she
her talking,
truly? Absolutely not. She's not
no,
truly. No
Truly's the
fucking way.
best. She's the best.
Truly is
Um,
top of my pyramid. Top.
Truly is your pyramid. She's just
Yes,
it all
yes.
on her own.
She is, on the back of the dollar bill, how part of the pyramid floats above the
Yes,
rest?
that's where
That's
Truly is.
Truly. Yes.
We had very limited Truly this episode. I was disappointed.
But the Truly we did have, she was a boss. Sitting
Yes.
at the head of the fucking table.
Yeah, there's all these other adults, and there's Truly at the head of the table. Oh my God. Anyway, so we're having this gender reveal via Zoom.
We do
And
see Truly on the Zoom. You caught
we
that,
do
right?
see Truly on the
Okay.
Zoom. But more than we see Truly, we see Logan and
We do see
Michelle.
Logan and Michelle. Yes.
We see Hunter.
Yes.
We see Maddie.
Yes.
Lots of people we have not
No
seen
Caleb.
this season.
No Caleb.
No Caleb. But we
Cody's
can
like,
hear him in
"God
the
damn it,
background.
what's my boyfriend?"
Yeah, exactly. And everybody is super nervous about Robin and Kody being there. No one knows how this is going to go, what's going to happen. And Robin and Kody show up, and they look so fucking dour.
Yeah.
They look like,
yeah. It's like you just piped in to, I don't know,
super depressed people.
Sure. I was
Just
gonna
brought in.
say something real dark. We'll go with super
Tell me the
depressed
dark
people.
thing. I could use the dark. Tell me the
No,
dark.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. So Kody says it's fun to see everybody. Okay, whatever. Janelle's hoping that everyone can just be adults and celebrate Tony and Mykelti, which is this is about Tony and Mykelti. This is not about anybody else's fights. The one thing this family seems to be able to agree on is that we get excited about babies.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who
most
doesn't?
people do.
Yeah.
As long as it's a great situation, everyone gets excited about babies.
As long as it's not your baby, great.
Oh, I get really excited about other people's babies.
Yes, yes.
And Janelle said the last time the whole family talked, it was on that text thread, which show us the fucking text thread.
I was listening to us. What were we covering? Oh, Yellow Jackets, where we said, do we want Shauna's journals or the text thread? And I said, I want the text thread more than I want a good life for my children.
I know. You did say that.
Christ, I hope people know I'm kidding.
Sorry, Sammy and P. Sucks to be you. Mommy needs the text thread.
Sorry, I spent your college fund
getting a text thread.
Text thread from a polygamous family.
Imagine if you started contacting them and be all the people in the family be like, okay, this is how much is in my kid's 529. Let's talk. What will it take?
I don't know what's funnier, that or the idea that I have 529, which I do not at all.
Whatever you got. It's all
We're
good.
just winging this college thing. Anyway.
That's fine. Everyone else in America. God. Oh my God. I had a really interesting conversation the other day with a bunch of Canadians about the cost of U.S. Universities. Woo! Yeah,
and
they were blown
healthcare.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, we had the healthcare one a lot, but this was a new one. Anyway, so Janelle just hopes this will be different, but they're all face to face. Everyone's nervous. Kody is nervous because he hasn't had a positive experience with many of his kids.
Yeah.
But he's trying to just focus on Mykelti and the babies, which is fine.
Yeah.
Robin says she hopes that seeing them smiling and being encouraging will show the whole family that she's not the bad guy.
I didn't see them smiling.
I didn't see them smiling, really, and I feel no different about Robin.
I did see Kody smiling at the end.
He did. Once they did the gender reveal.
And she was blowing kisses back. It was very cute.
It was cute. It was cute. And,
now I have to go rinse my mouth out with acid because I just said something nice about
something Kody did was cute. Yeah. And it was cute when, Mykelti gets on the screen with Avalon. She's like, look, there's grandpa and grandma and Uncle Bubba but which
grandma
is good,
and
grandma and Oma and grandma and all these. Why wasn't Robin Bubby? Because she said she wanted to be Bubby, but she called her grandma. I don't know. Sometimes, though, you can say what you want your grandmother name to be, and then the kid makes up what your grandmother name is going to be.
Yep. You make plans, and your kids make other plans. Yep.
I called my Aunt Susan Sushi.
Oh.
Because I couldn't say Susan.
You didn't call her Gabagool?
I did not call her Gabagool, which, by the way, Gabagool was amazing last night on
Can't
the
wait.
Golden
Can't wait to
Batch.
watch.
Yeah. So then we see Logan correcting, like moving the screen or something, and he is jacked. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I did not notice this. I have to go back.
Holy cannoli, he is jacked. Janelle says she thinks it's great that Robin and Kody are there. They're a couple, and she's fine seeing it. Like, this is what it is. They're a couple. It's all good.
Janelle is Done.
Oh, yeah. She is She is motherfucking Debbie Dunn.
Motherfucking Debbie Dunn.
Never to be. Well, she just, we'll get there. So everyone's guessing what they're having. Boys, girls, boy and girl. We knew it was fraternal twins, so we knew we could at least have two different sexes happening. And Mykelti says that she's happy even through the strife and struggle that they can still be a family. And Tony thinks it's good that they got together for big life stuff. Great. Cool.
Mykelti, very much like Robin's minions speak like her. You could close your eyes and you would think Christine was talking when Mykelti's talking. Holy shit.
Yeah. And it's nuts now that Mykelti's lost a bunch of weight, how much all those girls look exactly alike, except for Truly.
Yep.
Truly's out there in her, her cat tent, her cat tunnel.
Truly's bossing it up somewhere.
Doing her own thing.
Oh, and so Truly's with Mykelti. And right? She's with Mykelti, and she comes up and she's doing the peace sign, throwing the peace sign on the camera.
I actually, my guess is that that Christine and Truly are at Mykelti and Tony's house. They're just on Zoom in the house because Mykelti and Tony are outside.
Leave it to Truly to break the fourth wall and run out there and get on the camera.
Exactly. And as we know, they had two boys, Ace and Archer. These babies exist already.
Again, I would like to say,
and Ace Fanning's child.
My child and Ace Fanning's child again.
Right.
This is reuniting our two fandoms.
Exactly.
It's reuniting our show, or it's uniting our shows.
Cody says the video chat was bittersweet, but mostly sweet. But it started with a lot of paranoia and anxiety because he can't trust anyone in the family.
Such a fucking tool.
God.
Like, what is the paranoia, dude? What are they going to do to you?
Right. You're just watching a gender reveal.
Here's the thing. If they start saying something to you, there's a little button that says leave. Just leave the Zoom call.
Leave. This is not that difficult. I don't know what
God damn him.
Mykelti hopes someday everyone can reconcile and unify again. She thinks they all need each other. And more importantly, she thinks all the kids need all of their moms. All of the kids do not need all of their moms. There is no world in which Maddie is like, God, what I need is Robin. Or God, what I need is Mary.
Yeah. Mary was not even on the Zoom call.
We'll get there in a second. And Janelle says she doesn't have much contact with Kody or tells that Kody doesn't have much contact with most of the people in these boxes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Cody says Tony and Mykelti love him and Robin, so that made everything okay. Because they do what he wants. They give him the attention he wants.
Yes.
Janelle
Kody is honestly, he's so emotionally stupid, stunted, whatever.
Immature.
That he doesn't even understand that this is of his own making.
No.
That he's in control of his own situation. He has no idea the power he has over this situation. He thinks
this is being done
victim.
to him.
Yes.
He thinks this is being done to him when he is the one doing it.
He could solve it in, I don't know, a year. He could have new relationships with these people.
A year of consistently being a good, engaged, kind, caring father would go a long way. But because
again, I say this all the time, kids are not very discerning. All you have to do is show up and love them. You don't have to have money. You don't have to take them. Like, you don't have to do much.
No.
Show up and love them. Period.
Yep. And he hasn't done that in a long time. Janelle hopes someday they can all get together in person, and Christine's not interested. She's like, nope.
Christine's like, I have an idea for a get together. It's going to be a wedding with David and Wally.
Everybody can come
to that.
Robin and Mary. And Robin's kids. Do you think Christine invited Robin's kids to her wedding?
No.
I don't think so either.
Nope.
But she did invite Leon. Even though she has no relationship with Mary, she did invite Leon. Yeah. She invited what everyone's calling the OG 13, which I just think is
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
So They're going to go visit Christine's brothers, and Janelle is excited to get to know them better. This got weird to me. Christine and Janelle have been sister wives for 30 years. And it felt in a lot of ways like Janelle was meeting them maybe for the second time. This clearly wasn't the first time. But
Agree. And the other weird thing is that they drove all this way and flew all this way to go on a 10-minute quad ride.
well, there's that too. There's that part too.
And the other weird thing is, and we'll get to it later, but Janelle also always leaves off her first marriage.
No,
She never talks
does.
about it.
She never does. It's kind of interesting.
It's weird. And like, you were young,
No.
girl. We don't judge you. Whatever.
I think she doesn't like to talk about it because it was to Mary's brother, and that just makes the
Right.
polygamy tree way more of a wreath. I think it just makes her uncomfortable.
Okay.
So I'm weirded out by how little Janelle seems to know about Christine's brothers and vice versa.
Backdoor friends, get on that. Polygamy
Yes,
wreaths for
let's make this
Christmas.
happen.
What does that
We
look
should make
like?
craft projects. So they're driving down the highway, and Christine asks Janelle about a comment that Robin made. And now we're back.
Well, now they have to bring up some content. So Christine's like, let's talk about a comment Robin made 6 months ago. Like, it's so weird.
And we're back at the separation and approval thing. And Christine isn't part of the church anymore. And she wonders if she's the only adult still even in the church. And, Janelle has no idea. She doesn't talk to any of these people. And Christine says there's no ecclesiastical authority, which I was like, way to go, Christine, pulling out the big words.
Wow.
Ecclesiastical. And she believes that she believes in that what could separate her from Kody. And remember, Christine just one day was like, I'm divorced. I'm done. I'm divorced.
I declare what show were we? Is it in The Office where Michael
just by
declares
screaming,
bankruptcy?
I declare bankruptcy.
That's what she did. She declared divorce.
Would have been great if she went to a train yard a la Michael Scott and just yelled, I am divorced. So great. Yes, the number of times that we can fold in The Office to Sister Wives is impressive. Christine does say something that's interesting, and Christine wonders if Robin felt like her marriage was invalidated because Christine could just up and leave, which I thought was really interesting. Now, remember, Robin has the legal marriage, but
yeah,
that was an interesting thing to think about. Like,
maybe. She definitely did feel threatened in some way by it.
She absolutely did.
So maybe that was what was behind it. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just interesting. And she asked if Janelle felt that way. And Janelle's like, no, I didn't feel that way it didn't feel like it impacted my connection with Kody because you left. And Janelle says there's a lot more teeth to a spiritual marriage in their community than to a legal marriage. Okay. And Janelle says,
which is why we see Mary hanging on.
Yeah. And Janelle says, obviously her marriage isn't good. You don't say. But they aren't really married anymore. And he hasn't spent the night in 10 months.
10 months.
And Christine says she doesn't want to sway Janelle to leave if she isn't ready, which is bullshit. Christine wants her to leave so badly, but she's doing the right thing.
She can taste it. But I do think that comes from 80% love, 20% spite. Fuck you, Kody.
Yeah, very well be.
But 80% good intentions.
Yeah, okay, we'll give you that.
Yeah.
So now we have Kody driving around with his tendrils waving in the wind. He says his life has changed and he doesn't feel like a polygamist. He hasn't been at Janelle's in 10 months, and he and Robin now have a special life together. It's a challenge, but now he can spend time with friends, and we have fucking Brian Colwell back.
Two things. Number one, do you think Kody is keeping track that's 10 months, or did the producers just show him the clip of Janelle saying it?
It's more likely that they had to tell him that.
Okay. Number two, he says, Robin and I have this special little life together now, and it gives us so much more time to do things. Right. How about spending time with your kids? Right. You have 18 kids. How do you have time to just fuck off with Brian Colwell?
Plus, have you met Brian Colwell? He's a dork. Like, why is that the guy you're hanging out with?
Oh my God, dude.
Brian Colwell and his sweetheart Judith. So, and I said, lest we never forget, Kody married him and sweetheart Judith, which we have to remember. They're trying to hook up a trailer.
We have a timeline on that, right? That was definitely around the time that Isabel had her surgery and he could not go there.
Correct. It was not
Because
long
on the
after.
show, it seemed like it was real close.
I think it was.
But I'm
I don't know
wondering
if
if
it
we
was exactly close. We should do a little hashtag journalism on that.
we should do some digging on
Yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
They're trying to hook up this hitch. Brian makes some joke about needing
Okay,
lube, and I'm not
this-
okay.
This is my life.
Okay.
Do you know how many times I've had to help Timmy
Hook up a hitch.
hook up a trailer? Yeah.
I have never had to have Todd or help Todd hook up a trailer.
This is and then the ball doesn't fit. You have to get a different one. It's a whole thing.
It's
a whole
I hate
thing.
when the ball doesn't fit. It's the worst.
I know.
It's the worst.
I know. When the ball doesn't fit, it's tough.
That's when you need the lube.
Yes,
That's when you need the lube.
He actually could have used some WD-40. He should have sprayed it on there. It would have went on better. But, yeah.
You can spray WD-40 on trailer hitches, not on your hoo-ha. Just so we're all clear.
Correct.
Do not do that.
Correct. Yes. Do not recommend.
I just said these two are fucking idiots. Kody and Brian are just...
I could have told you by looking at it that number one, that's not a car trailer.
No, it's not.
It's an enclosed trailer, but it's not a car. If you've ever seen a car trailer, they're massive.
Of course.
Second of all, I could have told you that car was not going to fit.
I could have told you that too. And I know nothing about this. And Brian has bought 3 of Kody's cars. And now Kody's faking tears about losing his car.
Kody is really getting rid of shit.
He is getting rid of shit. Now, I wonder if he's getting rid of shit because he needs some cashola.
Yep.
And he says, when you're going through a hard experience, spending time with men who respect and love you helps.
No, you know what helps? Reconnecting with your children.
You know what also helps? Getting a fucking therapist and not go into the manosphere for help.
Yeah. Instead of going over to hang out with Misogyny Now, head over to Garrison's house and be like, I'm just dropping in to see how nice your house is and how proud I am of you.
Because, wow, you bought a house. And when I was your age, I had 3 wives and I lived in a trailer.
Which we'll get to that
too.
Yeah.
And he says hanging out with Brian takes focus off the family struggles. And now we have to talk about the history of the whole dang Lexus. It's the car that we met him in, which he would like us to know.
Yes. That's the car he came out in.
It's the car where he said, I love marriage so much that I'm a repeat offender. Christine says, I just said, God, he looked so happy back in the day. We see him running around, driving in the car. Isabel was apparently the last to drive it. So I guess the kids got to use the car from time to time. I don't know. Yeah. Christine said it was fun seeing Isabel drive it. Robin and Kody fell in love in that car.
Is she trolling us with what she's saying, or this is real Michael Scott energy?
That's where she heard from God that they were supposed to be married, and they had a lot of fun in that car. Amy, did they
things happened?
Did they fuck in that car?
Happened in that car. Of course they did. Of course they did.
And it was before they got married.
100%. 100%.
They absolutely begged before they got married.
Either that or he dry humped her so hard and
they both had moments
to completion.
Yes. Yeah. Dry humped her to go. Oh God. Not okay.
Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out while we covered Sister Wives. If you enjoyed what you heard here, we have episodes that go an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes on our paid feed. You could subscribe through Apple subscriptions, Patreon, or Supercast. Also, coming in December, we're going to have for our paid feed only, Murder Show Mondays. On the 1st and 3rd of every Monday, we'll be covering a murder show. So just sign up over there and support the show, and we really appreciate it. Thanks so much.